Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead. We are here to do our review for this past Sunday's Walking Dead Universe Preview Special 2022. Let's give our thoughts.
What is happening?
Watch and learn. You are a part of this beautiful place.
Beautiful?
I mean, well, not here.
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. We are here to do our review for the Talking Dead preview special that is just released last night. Definitely want to go ahead and give my thoughts and discuss it and kind of talk about all the fun stuff that we did get. So, Talking Dead released the preview special last night. I did get a chance to go ahead and watch it, and boy oh boy, they released a lot of sneak peeks for Tales of the Walking Dead. Okay, so if anybody's excited for Tales of the Walking Dead, you've got a lot of stuff to watch. You've got literally a sneak peek for every single episode. It's like a minute and a half sneak peek, and each episode has them. So that's really cool that they did that for us. We're going to delve into that in a second, but let's talk about a few things that they did talk about. So we had Terry Crews on the couch. We had Juliet, I forget her last name, one of the girls that's in the episode, the Gina and Blair episode. And then you've got the doctor that was on there as well too, which I completely passed this on. I had no idea until I watched this episode of Talking Dead, because he looks so different. But the actor for the doctor that is going to be in episode 4 is actually the actor for Goose in the very first Top Gun, just the normal Top Gun. So that was really, really cool. I didn't even realize that until he was on the couch and they were talking about, Top Gun and stuff, and they were talking about Goose, but he is the actor for that. He's just obviously a lot older now, but that's really cool. That's really, really cool. Obviously that movie's an all-time classic, so it's cool to see him in Tales of the Walking Dead. I completely completely flew past me. I had no idea. So you had them on there, as well as Michael Satrazemis and Scott Gimple, who were on kind of this video call and stuff like that. And they talked about a few things. Mostly though, they basically stayed on the topic of Tales of the Walking Dead, which I will say is a little bit disappointing, because I kind of wanted to hear a little bit of info for the final season of Walking Dead. And anybody that's curious, guys, you didn't miss anything. The final season of The Walking Dead, they didn't talk about anything, like straight up, literally nothing. All it was spin-offs. It was Tales of the Walking Dead, the Daryl show briefly, Isle of the Dead, and some stuff about the Rick and Michonne spinoff. So let's get into some of those real quick. First of all, they mentioned Isle of the Dead. You had Lauren Cohen and Jeffrey D. Morgan that did send another message out to the fans, where they did confirm that they did just wrap up filming for the first episode, and they really like it. They like the new vibe in New York. They think it's going to be a very nice breath of fresh air for the show. Which I could definitely agree. I mean, even Jeffrey D. Morgan kind of touched base on the fact that it's a lot of times we see them in the woods, and it's, it can definitely get very similar and very much a lot of the same. So, it's kind of refreshing to see them in a huge location like this in the city of, New York. So that's really, really cool as well too. So they kind of touched base on that a little bit. Now, Scott Gimple also mentioned the Daryl series, which I was actually a little bit surprised, because we haven't heard any news about that. We did not really hear anything when it comes to filming news, though. All we did hear is that, yes, the ending of World Beyond in France with the Fast Walkers is a connection to the Daryl spinoff. So apparently that is a direct connection. So whatever Daryl's up to, it's going to take place in France. So we did hear a little bit about that. But again, they didn't share too much else aside from that. But, pretty cool stuff. Some minor info for that show. I obviously am still wondering when they're going to be filming this series, because the Maggie and Negan series was announced way later than, the Daryl show was announced. Daryl's show's been announced for 2 years, and Maggie and Negan series only was announced at the beginning of this year, and they're already filming. So when is the Daryl show actually going to be rolling their cameras? Who knows? I don't even know if the writing is completely done for the first season. They've really told us barely anything, really. And then finally we had the Rick and Michonne series, which they did mention a little bit about. Scott Gimple did kind of touch base on obviously Rick and Michonne, and it sounds like their journey in this series, and this is a lot of what he was talking about, is that it's a lot of a love story about them trying to kind of find each other and stuff like that. Obviously told in two different perspectives, but it sounds like we're going to be getting a lot of savageness from a lot of them as they're trying to find each other. And he did say, and this one was really cool, that we're going to be getting a Red Machete style Rick stuff again. That is really, really awesome. As well as a lot of, you know, Michonne stuff and a lot of savage Michonne moments that apparently parallel a lot of what she did to the governor in season 3 that Gimple did mention. So that's really cool. Really, really like that. And that's hype. That's really hype. So I'm very excited. Rick and Michonne series, as you guys know, right now is even more hype for me than the main show. So I am so darn excited to see what they got for these two characters. But that should be that. Very, very exciting. Now, let's talk about, finally, Tales of the Walking Dead. Because, for God's sakes, this is like literally the entire thing. I was like, okay, look, I know Tales of the Walking Dead is coming up, but my goodness, guys, like, holy frig. I would have appreciated to hear some stuff for The Walking Dead, you know? But anyway, they talked about Tales. They did talk about some of their characters and some of their experiences on set. And, you know, minor things like that. Nothing too major, but these sneak peeks. So, the first one is of Terry Crews, his episode, where basically he gets captured by the Olivia Munn character. She kind of captures him, takes his knife and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. This is like their first interaction and stuff like that. We've also got the one with Parker Posey, where basically they're like in this like parking lot and they're trying to rob these guys, and apparently, you know, somehow they get away, and then they see the dead eating people alive, and it kind of freaks them out and stuff. I don't know, guys. This episode just, the more I look at it, the more I'm dreading it, honestly. The Terry Crews episode I actually think is going to be really good, but the episode here just, it does not look interesting. It does not look good. The acting seems off to me, and I don't know, not my episode so far, but we'll see when the actual final product comes out, because we can't judge fully, but I'll tell you right now, it's not making a good first impression. Episode 3 with Alpha, now this one was interesting because you had her, she was kind of like sitting in this bar, right, and you got this guy that kind of talks to her, and he's kind of wondering, like, you know, if that's your daughter right there, then why aren't you over there, you know, and, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see Alpha, you know, even the way she talks in this one, you can kind of tell the beginning of what she is about to become, even in the way she's kind of talking and like kind of lightly speaking to this guy, but it was really cool to see, and I've heard that this episode is supposed to be fantastic, so very much looking forward to that one. And then episode 4, we did have some minor things with, I'm going to call him Goose now, where he's walking around and he's kind of, you know, checking out these walkers that are apparently worth studying over, and he did talk. The actor did talk about this on Talking Dead a little bit too. Is that apparently they're in some like they had some sort of society going where there were a whole bunch of doctors and they were all kind of doing this as a team. And sadly, he's the only one that survived all this time. So I would definitely assume that this is the episode that they've been talking about that's 35 years in advance, you know, from the outbreak. So it's kind of crazy to think that the episode 2 will be 35 years before the events of episode 4. At least I would assume so, obviously, unless the episode that's 35 years later is another episode. But still, that's really cool. Episode 5, the A-Train episode, this one, I don't really have too much to say. I mean, he's, you know, accused of being a murderer about something, and he's kind of like having these hallucinations. That one's just there for me. That one's just okay. And then the one for the season finale, which is the one with the couple, they enter this like mansion or like some sort of like haunted house. And I will say I actually don't mind the actors so far. They don't seem too bad to me. So this one I might say actually is starting to look pretty good. I do like the look of it. I like the creepy vibe. I like the kind of the overall feel of it so far. I actually think this one has some potential, to be honest. I think this one might end up being good. So that is it for the preview special. They didn't really share all that much else. I mean, they said minor things like, you know, Fear the Walking Dead is filming, but that's about it for the preview special. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did. A little sad that we didn't get Walking Dead news, but again, it's coming back, you know, in October, and you know, I'm sure we're going to get a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure to write your comments in the comment section below. And, of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos for The Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for The Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
I've heard stories
Walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories